Hey, Kieran, what's up?
Julia, did you hear what they said?
No, what did they say?
Oh my gosh, I have to tell you right now. Meet me in the studio in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm on my way. I'll see you soon.
Welcome back to That's What They Said, an educationally conversational podcast where we address all the things that aren't in the college brochure.
Hello, everyone. That was my attempt at Dory doing the whales talk, but that wasn't really good.
Hello. You would think that, like, after doing this podcast for so many weeks now that I would be able to say the introduction without having to look at it, but I did in fact just go, welcome back to That's What They Said, like doing a head bob in between each of them.
Bob.
Comment Bob.
Hey guys, it just took us 8,000 test runs to
it took us 45 minutes.
It did take us 45 minutes. I'm still learning the video equipment, so thanks
it's okay,
for watching.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the season episode. Seasons.
Yeah.
The title of this is TBD. But I'm hoping something comedic.
Well, they're all comedic.
Well, right. But a continuation of something comedic.
Which, are there some that you didn't like?
Moving into my high-low buffalo. Okay, high-low buffalo. I'll go first.
Okay, high-low buffalo.
Hi.
Hey.
Is that me and Julia went sledding earlier this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. I stayed at her apartment, or her dorm, on Saturday night, and we went to go peek at the snow one last time before we went to bed, and then it was like snow wings. We were like, wait, we gotta go.
Wait.
They don't love me like I love you. Wait. So we did take this old lid of this tub that I had, and we went sledding down by the food science building, and then I did eat it, and there's a bruise forming on my butt.
My lord.
So there is that.
That was so funny. I had already sledded down the hill, which was not a large hill, by the way.
Sled down.
Sled down the hill.
Thank you.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm not well versed in snow talk, seeing as I came from the beach. But
the beach.
I slid down the hill, and then I looked up, and Queen was getting on the lid of the tub and put one foot on the side of the tub, and then went, and legs went out.
Yeah.
Booty went down.
That did happen. And there's a bruise on my lower back to attest. It's a nice dark purple.
Well, isn't purple your favorite color, or am I making that up?
No, it is.
Okay, perfect.
But that also was the second to worst kind of bruise color. So sitting with that. Anyhow, that was my high though. That was a lot of fun. We sled around. We met some random girlies who were trying to sled.
Love the girlies. I think they live in my building.
Meet and greet.
Hey.
So that was fun. My low is the fact that I have to go back to classes this week. I don't know why. Probably because I just haven't done anything in 3 days.
That's one way to do that every week.
Right. It really hits on Monday. I don't know why, but today I don't even have that much homework this week in comparison to my other weeks. But I looked at it and I was like, wow, I have to actually do these things.
It's true.
I'm very tired. I'd like to go to bed.
It's true.
Julia did wake me up this morning by calling me at 8:30.
Because I'm trying to see when are we going to the gym? When are we recording the podcast? I had things to do.
What is the last time I've ever voluntarily gone up at 8:30? The answer is never.
Well, Mondays at 8:30 is when we're supposed to film the podcast, so
I thought we weren't doing the podcast, but
no, we didn't do it last week, so sorry about that, guys.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I've been really abusing that saying lately. I think it's funny.
It's true.
My buffalo. What is my buffalo? I was trying to look at my calendar for what I did, but then I was in January, so I was like, this can't be right. It isn't. That's why.
Well, January...
it's February now.
Today's the second day of February, though.
Yeah, I was looking at the third week of January in my calendar. So that wasn't going to do much for me. What's a good buffalo?
Can I do my high and low in buffalo?
I have mine. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Could you please just hold off?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Actually, I kind of have two. One is I started decorating my apartment for Valentine's Day, and I'm very excited. Fun fact about me is Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays. It might be my favorite.
I think that's valid.
A lot of people would disagree with that. I think it's a pretty hot take, but the aesthetic of Valentine's Day is my favorite, probably.
Pink.
I don't even like pink. It's not necessarily my favorite color. No, but I do for Valentine's Day. I just mean in general. Like, it's just, I'm just such a tomboy. No. Well, kinda. But, I'm literally wearing a edit shirt of a basketball player who doesn't go here and was never here on the time that I've been enrolled at NC State, so.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was just gonna let you have that. But yeah, I started decorating my apartment for Valentine's Day. Super very excited about it. Gonna be going to the Dollar Tree later to get some more decor. I'm trying to like decorate it the freak up. I want it to be walking in a Valentine's Wonderland.
Because we're doing Galentine's party on the 13th.
I am doing a Galentine's party on the 13th. Thought it was an apartment thing. I recently learned that it's just a me thing, and I just invited people, but that's fine.
Never fear, we're gonna have a lit-tastic time.
It's gonna be great. I'm super excited. Love Galentine's. Can't wait. My other buffalo is that I recently learned that I can in fact do the splits. And every time I tell somebody this, they then ask me to do it. And so I've been doing the splits all weekend. And honestly, my ego's been pretty high because of it, because they go, "Oh my gosh." And I go, "Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
You know, like, yeah." So that's my other buffalo. So
thank you for sharing that with me.
Of course. Oh my gosh, wait. One other side note that I need to address before we spend the next hour of this.
Okay.
We filmed the episode last week, and upon reviewing it, learned that I have the worst RBF to ever grace the planet, because I'm still figuring out how to edit using the software, but I think there's at least 30 minutes of footage just me going, just deadpanning. It's completely deadpanning. If you have not seen it, go to the YouTube WKNC podcast, and go to the That's What They Said one, and you'll just see me staring at like the camera, looking like I actually would like to be anywhere but here. And so in order to fix that, I'm going to be trying to stare at Julia while she talks and hoping that fix it. But we'll see. That fixed it.
You know what? Yeah.
It's really bad. It's really bad. Everyone's been laughing about it. I haven't been, so.
I like learning new things about myself, so I hope you enjoy learning new things about yourself. Now you know that's what you look like when you're listening to me talk.
And I feel bad. I apologize to everyone I've ever talked to ever.
No,
if that's
fine.
Just how I look at people when I didn't even realize that's how it is. I'm just like really trying to focus.
No, it's fine.
Anyways, go hit your high-low buffalo.
Wait. Okay, so...
Hey.
My high, I think, was the snow.
Mm-hmm.
We had a grand old time. We watched the finale of Sex and the City.
Beautiful, love it.
And we ate ramen.
Delicious.
And then we played in the snow, and I love the snow.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun. We made snow angels. Mine was the thick angel.
This is true.
Thick, because I'm thick, so. And yeah, that's really cool. So that was my high, I think. I also had an interview that I think went well on Friday, so that was a high.
That's right.
I also went on a date last week.
And it didn't go horrible.
Right, as the one before did.
So
recently,
we can only go up from here.
I recently went on the worst date of my life, and then last week I went on a good date. So I was like, you know what? Hey, we rise.
We win. We take what we can.
Wait, what is that song you sing that The Rock sings?
Put in the work, put in the hours, taking what's ours.
That's what we do. That's what I'm doing out here, guys.
I guess.
So those are some highs that I've had as of late. Lows. My room smells like chicken ramen now, because somebody who is staying at my room on the night of the snow was eating chicken ramen. Well, I actually didn't even have a single bite actually before the bowl went and laid it right on my carpet.
Yeah, so I actually was like had a bunch of blankets on, and the bowl was like sitting right like past the blanket, and I was like, oh, let me move the blankets because I know I'm gonna spill it if I'm like holding it over a blanket. So I literally go, let me move this so I don't spill. And then as I say spill and move the blankets, the cord of the blanket, because it was a heated blanket, knocks the thing completely over. Like, not even like a tip, but like the full thing went over. So like a full 180. So there wasn't even like a chance to save part of it. And like this bowl was full with ramen broth. So
it's true. And now there's a yellow stain on my carpet.
I said I was sorry and I cleaned it up. So.
I said I was sorry. Yeah, it's fine. I cleaned it up yesterday, so it should be okay.
Whoops.
I think that was my low. Also, I've been like low-key feeling like a scratch in my throat. So I don't know, but it's not hurting. It's just like I feel it. It might just be because I talk so much, but then the guy that I went on a date with last week texted me and said, "Hey, I got the flu," and I said, "Hey, I better not get the flu.
And here's my truth is that if you get sick, you will not be seeing me for a little bit. I will be
I'm sorry.
so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Not at all. I can't afford to get sick right now.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to get sick either. My buffalo is okay. Well, this morning I woke up, and as I posted on my spam story, I woke up feeling very delusional. So some would say hopeful, optimistic as synonyms for the delusional that I was feeling. I don't know.
Okay.
If, you name it.
The glass was half full.
The glass was half full, I think.
Okay.
Well,
wait, why is this a delusion? Like, you just felt good about life?
No, because I had that text conversation this morning.
Right.
And I started feeling like a little bit delusional about what could come from this conversation. So I said, hey, pause. And I went outside wearing this, and there's snow and ice on the ground. And I walked 30 minutes to the CVS to find some fake nails. And I get there, and I'm like, oh, hope it's open. It is. I walk in, and I was like, yes, it's open. No nails.
Which, for those who are listening to the podcast and not viewing it, Julia is not wearing a winter coat or anything in between. It's just a jacket and a dream.
It's true. It's true. Yes. So I was very cold, and so then I had to walk freaking 30 minutes to the student union to lock in. So I'm feeling more like back to reality,
But we did lock in, and we got a good amount of work done.
This is true. I got a project done, and I got a study guide for an exam that I have on Thursday done. That's my other buffalo. I have an exam on Thursday, and then we have 2 exams next week.
I have an exam on Wednesday. So if you don't see me in the next 2 weeks, that's why, because I have 3 exams. One of them being for law.
Ew! In a bad way.
Not happy about that. Okay.
Anyway, so we're talking about seasons, and by seasons we mean like the weather seasons, like winter, spring, summer, and fall. All I have to do is call, and I'll be there. Love that song.
Okay. I like how the other options for what we'll be talking about is like seasoning.
Okay, I'm sorry for clarifying. I love to clarify everything because I don't like to be misunderstood, and I feel like it's so embarrassing to misunderstand somebody else. So I'm just so sorry that like that just like made you laugh. That like I just had to clarify that. Like I'm just so sorry.
No, I think what's making me laugh is the fact that like that is a genuine topic we would probably talk about.
Oh, it's true. What seasoning would you be if you were seasoning?
Okay, so I personally love cumin. Recently was talking about this with someone and they're like, what's cumin? And I was like,
what's cumin?
Okay.
Like, oh, honey. That's like top 3 spices of all time.
See, and that's what I feel. But then I was talking to someone else the other day and they're like, I hate cumin. It's gross. And a few other people were like, yeah, I agree. And I was like,
I would have to disagree.
Right. So that one did get me. I do love cumin. I obviously salt and pepper, a classic, but I would never want to be those because I need to be more than that.
Right.
I could recommend. I could really resonate with being like a chili flake, like a chili pepper flake. Or
yeah,
maybe the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Like pretty much any of the seasonings from Trader Joe's I would be okay with being associated with.
You are Trader Joe himself.
I am Trader Joe himself. I mean, my dad's name was literally Joe, so
right.
Shout out Joe.
Love that guy.
Yeah, so I think just anything with a little bit of flair to it. I love garlic though.
I do love garlic.
I do love garlic. And I feel like garlic goes better with a lot more dishes than cumin will. Like cumin is more for like specific cuisines, where I feel like garlic goes in about every cuisine ever. So maybe garlic, or maybe garlic salt. Garlic salt's too powerful, actually. Never mind.
Powerful.
The power. Unleash the power. So to answer your question, but not any of those.
Okay. I think personally, I love paprika.
Paprika's
good. I think I could be paprika. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, wait, speaking of sound effects, we were in the gym last week lifting weights, and it was like we were all going through it. I literally looked like I was about to poop myself at one of them because I was like pushing so hard. Julia's doing this weight. She goes, off, and pulls it up, and we go, what? It was like not even like on purpose. Like it was like completely.
My body just. I was concentrating so hard on lifting this weight that my body just let out an arf every time I would like lift it all the way up.
And it wasn't once because we like laugh about it. She goes, arf.
I'm not even doing it on purpose. I genuinely thought my body was just like.
Literally one of my top moments from the gym. Anyhow,
gosh,
you love paprika.
I think, yes, I love paprika. I think I would be paprika. Or like garam masala, you know her?
Oh, yes.
She's used in curry. I think I could be that.
I love curry.
Anyway, I think we should low-key talk about what we're here to talk about.
Anyways, sorry. Okay, yeah, so seasons in college, not to be confused with the seasons in your pantry or this spice rack.
Rack.
That was the joke. Thank you. So, yes, what inspired this was the fact that it's been, you know, icing all weekend and the weekend before and probably next weekend. Yeah. My thing that I would like to start with is how indecisive NC weather has been. I've lived here for 14 years now. Never once has North Carolina made a decision in its life, because one time it snowed in March. One time it was like 90 degrees in January. Like, I was like, I don't actually understand what we're doing, because something that made me laugh really hard is when I was like sitting with my friend, we look at the weather app and it goes 2 to 20 inches of snow.
Oh.
2 to 20. 2
Very
to
similar.
20. That's an 18-inch difference. That's a foot and a half difference.
This is true.
How does one prepare for 2 to 20 inches of snow? And unfortunately, that's the most North Carolina thing I've ever seen in my whole life. But I was like, are we being so for real right now?
The answer is yes.
Unfortunately.
North Carolina is always like that. Like, even at the beach. Like, what do you mean? My parents, I'm from Wilmington, right? And my parents still live there. And my mom was so excited about the snow, and she sent pictures, and it snowed more there than it did here.
And, that also made me angry, because why were we in the dry spot of the freaking map?
Right.
Why somebody like posted on TikTok like, Raleigh, take down your force field. Like, what?
Yeah.
Because there was literally a ring around Raleigh. I was like,
ring around the rosy.
And like, granted, we still got like 3 inches of snow. Like, some parts of North Carolina got like up to 8 inches, I think.
It was coming down, y'all.
Which is super fun, but like, why can't I be a part of that experience? Like, why? Still hoping NC State will cancel school tomorrow or do some level of something,
Please.
But I know in my heart they won't. This is me checking currently.
I feel like they usually wait a little bit. It's only 3 p.m. Yeah, the weather, it just like, it annoys me when it's the seasons of like, maybe like October or something, and it'll be like freezing cold one day, and then you walk outside the next day and it's hot. Like, I don't know what to wear, and I hate sweating. Like, especially when like walking in class, I'm like, oh, it's cold, let me put a jacket on, and then I walk to class and I'm sweating my britches off, y'all.
I feel like even now too, like anything that's in like the 50-degree range is a really awkward temperature.
I agree.
Because I feel like at 50, it's not cold enough for the winter jacket yet. I mean, for me personally, for some people it is, but like for me, it's like not cold enough for the winter jacket yet, but it also needs just a hair more than like the zip-up jacket. And so it's just like a really weird, awkward middle spot. Because also I feel like it's so hot in the buildings.
It's true, and I don't like, my bag isn't that big, so I don't like stuffing my freaking like sweater in there, and like, no, I don't want to do that. No, there's really no winning. Yeah. Seeing that I just wear pants every month. This is true. We talked about this in a recent episode.
It was the mental health one, I think. Maybe.
Was it? I don't know. Was it?
Well, the point, just to like recap, thank you, that's a good one. Yeah. For those who are not there, or if I made that up and never talked about it, I only wear pants 12 months out of the year. It's true. Julia has never seen me in a pair of shorts before.
It's true. Except for sleeping.
And even then, it's a 50-50.
It's true.
I don't own a pair of shorts, actually. I don't own a single one.
And that's okay.
And it's a trying time. Mostly it's because I'm insecure in my legs, and it's also because I don't want to shave. That's a lot of work. I really hate shaving my legs, so I try and push it up as long as I physically can. But I have been getting better about shaving my legs.
Well, there's really no getting. It's like not like you get better so you do it more often. It's not better to shave, and it's not.
Well, no, I've been doing it more than twice a year. So
I like that.
That was a goal last year, and I think I did at least like once a month.
That's awesome.
Which, anyways, but the part where this comes into play is the bullet point of having to pack an entire year's worth of clothes for like 8 months of school.
All you had to pack is pants.
All I had to pack was pants, which life hack. But also I don't own enough pants. One thing about me is I don't own enough clothes. We all know this.
I don't have that problem.
Because I wear the same outfits, but it's also, I have to do laundry every 5 days because I don't have enough pants to get me from Monday to Sunday. But also it kind of annoys me. Like, I obviously live in an apartment now, so like it doesn't really apply to me as much as it did before. But especially when you're living on campus in a dorm with a closet the size of like a toothpick, having to pack an entire 12 months worth of clothes, like season wise,
it's true,
into a 5x5 is a little bit of a Tetris certification you'll get.
I would have to agree. If you enter into my room, you will see I have like a I have a set of drawers stuffed full of clothes. I have a dirty clothes basket stuffed full of clothes. I have a wardrobe, like a chest of drawers, and it's stuffed with clothes, and it doesn't close. It's like so full, it does not close.
Yeah.
And also there's a lot of shoes in there, and also if you go home to my home in Wilmington, full of clothes. But also, I feel like I have no clothes. Like,
yeah, I've been feeling that recently.
But I did. Oh, also my ottoman is full of clothes. Because I looked in there to get my scarf out the other day when we went to play in the snow, and I found a denim vest that I have not worn in forever, and I was like, I should wear that tomorrow. But then I was like, we're probably going to the gym, and I don't feel like carrying my tennis shoes in my bag, which I'd have to do if I was wearing jeans, because I'm not wearing my tennis shoes in my jeans. So then I didn't wear the vest because I would then have to wear shoes other than my tennis shoes, and I didn't want to carry them around.
The gym has been kind of throwing a wrench in the plans lately as far as outfits, because not that I really ever wore actual outfits anyways, but now I really don't, because I just wear like my tennis shoes all the time.
Yeah, but I usually carry my outfit, like my gym outfit, in my bag, because my gym outfit is like not much.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't take up much room.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But anyway,
circling back to the snow,
we had fun.
We did have much fun.
We had much fun.
So what fun it is to ride.
I mean, when I forget to sing Jingle Bells.
I don't know. I got nothing. Something I was also talking about that was making me laugh. I have here, students go feral for some cold weather. And underneath I put, why are we building slingshots out of a car, rope, and a lid to a container? I saw someone had a snowboard they rode while attached to a car down Hillsborough Street. I literally saw this video of this guy, which, by the way, we were walking to Tally yesterday, saw a guy holding a snowboard and like in his snowboarding outfit. I said, as much as I would love to believe that Raleigh is becoming an area we can snowboard,
the answer is no.
Like I said, North Carolina gets 2 inches of snow and we all lose it, because why do we have a snowboard and a helmet on standby is my first question.
In our dorm as well.
In our dorm.
Live on campus, so that takes up about half your room.
Anyhow, saw them attached. They were like, basically there was this truck that was driving down Hillsborough, and they had, one person was in the passenger seat holding one end of this rope, and the other person was on their snowboard, like clipped into it, holding the other end, and they were like driving like 15 miles an hour down the street, and they were just like snowboarding behind. Not really, but you get the vision. They were just snowboarding behind, and I thought that was funny. Oh my god, someone also had a 4-wheeler. Why do you have that?
Like, parallel parked on the road, and then we just heard this loud noise, and I looked around, and obviously it was a frat man, because it's freaking frat central, like right off Hillsborough. I don't go up in there because I'm scared of them, but there's a frat house right across the street from my church, so I'm familiar. We're friendly. But this man just goes riding off on his 4-wheeler the wrong way down a road, by the way.
Yep.
And I was like, why did you bring that here? Like, did you trailer that all the way to Raleigh, the city?
I know, it makes me laugh. Like, college kids will do about anything for anything.
This is true.
And snow is a prime example of that. People are pushing themselves down in stolen shopping carts and cardboard boxes, mattresses.
Oh my god.
Somebody told me, they're like, you should just take your mattress off your bed and go sledding with that.
Girl.
I said, the mattress I sleep on every night? Absolutely not. The mattress that came with my apartment that I have to give back? Absolutely not. It just made me laugh. But then again, did I go take an old Tupperware lid and sled on it? Yes.
Because yes. Like,
and yes.
What else? Because it's not like we have an actual sled. Because as you said,
who brings that? But apparently we bring 4-wheelers. So
well, you gotta have your 4-wheeler. And they also had those, those things that like I don't know what they're called, like a dune buggy or something. Like it's a 4-wheeler that has. I saw a guy on that today.
Yep.
And I said, "What are you actually doing? Yep. Like, do you live really near here? So you just brought that to school because like you live here already, or did you genuinely trailer that here?"
That's in a case of emergency break glass situation, right?
Right. Like that. Like what do you? I just, the whole concept of frat guys that have all these contraptions at their frat houses, like,
makes me laugh. And honestly, again, I want to meet them. If there's ever a frat guy listening to this, please hit me up. I want to meet you. I want to come see the space. I want to join honorarily into your frat. by the time I die, will be associated with the frat somehow. I haven't figured out how yet, but I'm going to make it happen. So.
Well, I know a frat guy I can get you in contact with.
Perfect.
And he's on the board.
Oh.
He's a social chair.
Oh. Sure.
Yeah. But the frat that's across the street from my church, it's kind of, I will like be leaving at like 11 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I walk out, pitch black outside, and there's just about 40 guys. They have like no front yard. It's just like a little area where they park their cars. They move one car, so all 40 of these guys are around like this tiny grill, and they're all like, it's so loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. What are you doing? Out. Like,
speaking of frat boys, flashback to the time that I accidentally was doing homework and an entire frat recruitment event started happening around me.
well, yes.
I was actually on a therapy call outside, sitting like on a picnic bench or something with an umbrella, and all of a sudden these like literal waves of men with no shirts on or just like flag shorts show up.
Not
with
the flag
grills,
shorts, bro.
packs of beer, packs of hot dogs, like
I want to join.
the whole shebang. And within like 20 minutes into my session, there was an entire frat recruitment event happening.
Yeah.
And it made me laugh because I was the only woman in a 50-mile radius. And so at some point I get up to leave, and I kid you not, at least 20 of them, like the entire row that was near me, all look at me and just like follow me as I exit, because it was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, they didn't even have to ask. And I was also like, I'm sorry to intrude. I didn't realize that this was bro central, but it made me laugh because I had to walk by later and they like looked at me again like I was trying to come up to their pike table or something.
Not the pike table.
The TKE.
Oh my god.
Or whatever.
I don't like exiting a space and knowing that the men that were in there are about to talk about me as soon as I get out the door. And sometimes they don't even wait until you get out of earshot. They just start talking, and I'm like, are you insane?
Picture this.
Okay, wait. Also, I just noticed that I forgot to turn this off, and now I'm really concerned that we're going to be echoing for the first half of this episode, so I'm just going to turn that off. Hey, guys. Don't even worry about that.
No podcast again.
Hey. No, but we were in the gym the other day doing...
This is true.
I don't know.
I don't know what story we're about to tell, but...
And these men were in there, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, we can handle this. They weren't even talking to us. They were just at a machine next to us doing all
I know what story you're about to tell.
And they were like, well, first they were talking about what supplements they take or what powder they're like freaking casually just taking. Like, hello, what are we doing? Like, it was just like letters and numbers. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they weren't even that like jacked.
I'm taking the Jungle Gym 340 with 70 milligrams of protein, and then also 30 grams of carbohydrates, and then also one flash of water.
And if we're going to be taking all these pills and things, let's at least make sure they work.
Bits and bobs. Because these are some oddly slim-looking guys who were taking donut bodybuilder vanilla protein powder with 40 micrograms of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like.
Right, WKC. If we are taking pills and supplements, let's make sure they work, okay? Because your muscles aren't looking that big. But then they were like, yo, I heard you cracked Amanda last year. Like, I was talking to her roommate, and like she like said that you like cracked her. And I was like, are you like 13 or are you a man in college?
I need to note that it was then followed by yeah, man. I like knew that it was real. Like, I knew that the frat laugh was real, but every time I still hear it, I forget that it's real, because it's like such it's just it's such a tone, it's such a soundboard moment, it's such a like, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it.
It
like,
really brings the feeling to me.
It makes me laugh.
In a bad way.
I'm gonna start adapting the frat boy laugh and see like what that happens like to my societal status.
Well, because they were doing it. We were in Tally the other day doing something, and there were guys sitting behind us, and they like would say the stupidest thing that was not funny in the slightest. It was just a statement, and then they would be like, and it's like, girl, you aren't funny, and that's obnoxious. I'm sorry. It is, because like that laugh is okay if you're actually funny, but what is not funny is a man that has that laugh. They have never told a joke that's funny in their life. I and you, we are the funniest people on the planet.
Well, yes.
But these men are not. Like, there are no funny men. At least the ones that laugh like that. Like, no, you sound dumb. Please stop. And at least don't talk about how you're cracking Amanda.
Poor Amanda, wherever she is. Shout out.
Amanda. If you
for Amanda.
If you have been cracked by a man who takes supplements and pills who still has no muscles, that's a little embarrassing for him. But also, girl, keep an eye out, because those boys are talking about you, girl, behind your back, but also in public, and everybody can hear them talking about you, okay? And also watch your roommate, because she appears to be cracking the other one.
So my camera did just glitch.
Oh,
that's really great.
that's just
it was lagging, and I was like 3 seconds behind on the film. And then I went green and purple, so that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyhow, so all I have to say is that frat bros are, 1, not real, but 2, also, if you're looking for honorary members, let me know.
Okay, but wait, also, one more thing about the frat guys. This is something.
You're good.
I feel a little passionate about that one that I was telling you about. He's a social chair.
Yeah. The one that we went to the frat of?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This man, I was like, okay, maybe it's like I don't want to stereotype anybody about like all frat guys like to do is like play golf and drink beer. We had like a thing, like we talked or whatever. Whatever. And like we hung out and
we chatted.
We spent some time together. And I was like I want to get to know you. Like, come on, like, what do you do? Like, because personally, I have a lot of hobbies and I have a lot of friends and I have a very busy and full life, not on campus. I mean, on campus, but also
a lush life, if you would.
A what?
A lush life.
A lush life. Yes, I'm involved in the community. I have adult friends. Most of my friends are adults. So, like, what are we doing? And I was like, what do you like to do? And he's like, I like to drink beer. And I was like, okay, what else? And he's like, well, yeah, I really love you to be like my like trophy wife to like ride on the golf cart like while I play golf and like cheer me on. And I was like, oh, while you drink beer, I'm gonna sit there and watch you hit a ball and you can't even get it in the hole? No, I'm not gonna do that because you're boring. And why is our hobby drinking beer? That's not healthy. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, honey, that's not a good choice. Although we need to have a life.
He also looks like he's 30.
This is true. And why are you still okay? He's like a super senior.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which is okay, but like, well, if we're at my big age, as I said, have a life, and like my life is mostly off campus, like with adult people. So if you're a super senior,
right, our
hobby should not be drinking beer and going to parties every night.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. That's the dream life.
Oh, right. No, like that's what I'm going to college for. Is I'm actually getting a degree in drinking beer and playing golf.
Well, there's a golf class that you can take we see at Carmichael every day.
That's so real though when you don't want to take a PE class, so you end up taking freaking like golf.
Well, and there's a golf room. Like it's not like they like go to the golf course. Like it's a literal golf room.
And they're all just standing there with their little like thing. Like what do you call the thing?
The putt.
I don't think it's a putt. I think a putt is the action that you do with it. Golf club!
The club!
And they're all just sitting there with their little clubs, like, just sit like, and I'm
Hot
like,
take,
that is so real.
I don't like mini golf.
Me neither. Wait, I have a question. What PE did you take?
Here?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh. So. Right.
I'm taking mine over the summer. My first one's over the summer, and then I'll take my other one in the fall.
Well, that guy that I just went on a date with is taking the walking class.
I heard it's awful. Like absolutely awful. Well, I'm taking, or maybe that's the one I'm taking. I don't know.
Like those things could both be true at the same time.
I'm thinking both are true at the same time. Well, because I know that there's a class that the finals you have to like run a mile, and then however fast your mile time is the letter grade you get on it.
I run a 100-minute mile.
So it's actually like the opposite. The faster the run, the better the grade.
Okay.
So if you run like an 8-minute, like you get like between 6 to 8 minutes is an A+. Or it's like, but if you run like a 10-minute mile, that's like a C.
Guys, I can't even run a 10-minute mile. Like
I've never tried to run a mile. So there's also fun. That.
You should take, oh my God, guys, we were walking through the gym the other day and there's a big group of students. I was like, what are these people doing? Like they're just sitting around in the entrance. And I walked through the middle of them to get to where I was going, and who was there but my dance professor from last semester. Oh.
Excuse me.
And I was like, wow, that's my dance professor. Like,
that's who you waved to.
Yes, and she was like, oh hey, and I was like, she recognizes me.
Didn't she say we have to go dancing sometime? Or
no,
that was you?
That was me.
Oh,
but I love her. Like that is my queen. She definitely does not know my name, but we've had many conversations, and she's really fun to dance with. And like low-key, that's totally gonna be me. She's like, I don't know, in her 50s, and she goes to this dance club in Raleigh like all the time to do shag dancing, like Carolina shag. Which why did we name it that? Guys, be so honest. Why do we name it that? Because if I said I'm going shagging, guys, that's humiliating.
That's, yeah.
Sorry.
Makes me laugh, though.
Yeah, but I don't want to laugh.
Oh.
I just want to be able to say I'm going shagging without somebody
just
laughing.
can. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
Right.
On that note.
What were we talking about? Frat guys. Anyway, moving on. So.
Nothing makes me want to die more than having to walk to class in 80-degree weather.
I agree.
Story time. So in high school, I went to a public high school. We technically had a dress code, but it was never really enforced.
Dress codes are nasty in a bad way.
Nor is it ever really defined as like an actual like what it really was. I think we had a dress code, and I think it was like you can't show your midriff, and you can't basically come to school naked.
It's my body.
But like it wasn't really ever clearly defined. I think they were trying to be hip. I don't really know. But picture this. It is, as we know, in August and in June during the public year school system timeline.
Public year school system.
It is, you get the point. It is ungodly hot in August and June and May and also April and September and October and half of November. But mainly August and June are the worst.
It's true.
Where it will get up to 90 degrees and be 100% humidity, and they're asking you to walk to class. In high school, for me, that wasn't as big of a deal, because unless I was taking an outdoor gym course, which I took mine online during COVID, so I got to opt out of doing actual activities because I was smart.
That's funny.
You were inside the building all day.
So air conditioning.
The AC did break half the time.
Hey.
And it also barely worked. But outside of like that, it wasn't that bad. In college, it's insufferable.
This is very true.
Genuinely insufferable. Because I did, in fact, buy a portable fan last year. I was walking to class, and I was like halfway there, and I was like, I'm gonna die. Like I think I'm gonna have heat stroke. Die. Like I can feel it in my body. I'm about to collapse right here in front of these strangers, and all of them are gonna let me die. And then the paramedics are coming, have to rip off my clothes in front of everyone, and then I'll be known as the girl who passed out. And then like I just can't. So I walked to Target and I bought myself a $14 portable fan.
Well, yes.
Best decision I ever made, because then every time I would get to the office, I would just put it on. It was very loud though, so I would turn it on and go boo. And it was like a little tiny handheld fan, just like, bah! And I was like, okay. But anyways, back to the original story that I was going to tell. In high school, it was like really unbelievably hot one day. And one thing about me is I sweat very easily. We know this. Like 63-degree weather is still a guaranteed at least one like warmth shade on my cheeks or flushing or something. And so I wore a tank top that day to school, like a spaghetti strap. Canceled. And I wore a bra with it. No hate, no shade, because the girls need a little support past emotional.
It's painful if you don't.
Yeah, and also I was at a point in life where I wasn't entirely ready to just like let my entire school see me in that state.
Right.
So I wore a tank top, and I think I wore shorts that day. Maybe it was pants. I don't really remember. The point is, though, is one of my teachers pulled me aside, was this admin in the hall, and was like, you need to be more considerate about what you're wearing. I'm going to let it go this time, but if I see you like this again, you're going to get written up for dress code.
Bro.
Queen, it's 90 degrees outside, 80% humidity. If you think I'm going to show up in anything but a tank top, you're crazy. Because it wasn't even like one of those like Lululemon like sports bra tank tops. Like it was like a tank top, like a full like 2016 cami, like a full, like, you know the vibe. And I was getting shamed for it because she's like, some people are going to be seeing things that you probably don't want them to see, and it'll be a little distracting. Girl. I said, as in Exhibit A and Exhibit B?
Right.
As in my girls? As in the girls that are twice the size of yours? Oh, back down. Oh, back down. Because, again, every single stereotypical story ever, there was a girl next to me who was a quarter of my size wearing actually less clothes than me, and it was fine. So I get that you're ashamed of the fact that at your age, you're flatter than I am. Like, I get that you're supposed to be in your prime development, and somehow my prepubescent self was still fulfilling not one but two requirements more than you ever have. But that doesn't mean you get to wrap me up because it's hot outside and I sweat. So,
that's powerful. That's powerful.
Speaking of dress code, though, this kind of goes into the thing. I had a question of, do you mess with the idea of a dress code in college?
No.
Because, like, I know that there's, like, Liberty does it, and it's, like, you have to wear, which I won't even touch on Liberty. I just am going off of, I think what theirs is you just have to wear, like, you just can't wear, like, sweatpants and pajama pants. Like, you have to wear, like, jeans or, like.
It's more than that.
Is it like, because it's like you have to wear like jeans and a top, like
no.
You can't wear like yoga pants, you can't wear sweatpants, and you can't wear pajamas. You
can't wear shorts that are a certain length.
Yeah,
men's hair has to be short. You can't like wear certain shoes. You can't wear
like athletic wear.
Yeah, it's like anyway. I actually can't get into it. My mom went to Liberty for graduate school, so there's that. We rise.
So you don't mess with the idea of some sort of dress code, even if it's not as intense as Liberty's, though.
No, why would I? No, I actually feel very strongly against having a dress code.
Okay.
Like, very strongly against. Do you mess with the dress code? It's a safe space. If you do, it's okay.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think maybe like the don't show up in like pajama pants. Like if that was like a rule, I don't think I would be like.
Well, like, it wouldn't affect us because we don't do that.
Well, right, but I don't think I would be, like, super torn up about it.
Yeah.
Versus if it was, like, you can't wear athletic wear and you can't wear yoga pants. Like, I only own one pair of jeans, people. Like, again, I don't own enough clothes, but I'm not buying jeans just because my dress code says I can't wear yoga pants.
Well, here's what I have to say about the concept of a dress code. One thing about me is, if there was a dress code, I would be dress coded today. So,
right.
And also, I think that even once you start with the, like, you can't wear pajama pants to class, I think that crosses a line that shouldn't be crossed, as we are adults, and also we pay an insane amount of money to go here, so you will not be telling me what to wear when I'm at a school that I pay so much money to go to. And also, I think it's anybody, like, if somebody wants to look bummy and wear pajama pants, hey, you're comfy, it's fine. But, like, it's their problem if they want to portray themselves in that way. Like, if you want to make a good impression on somebody, don't wear your freaking pajama pants, and that's fine. If you don't care and if you're just trying to get to class and you just woke up and all you have is your pajama pants, go to class and wear your pajama pants. Like, I think dress codes are dumb, and they definitely are unfair and target people that look like us who can't help the way that our bodies are built. Like, I didn't do anything to, like, be like this. Like, this is just the way that I am. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hide it. And, like, if I'm sweating, then I'm going to be wearing, like, the least amount of clothes possible because it's freaking hot outside. Like, I'm sorry that you can't control your eyes.
I agree. Like, especially, like, the point with, like, we pay the money to be here, I should be allowed to wear sweatpants.
Well, yes.
Like, I should be allowed to wear pajama pants if I feel so inclined to.
And, like, I get, like, if it's, like, career fair, obviously don't wear that because we're representing our school.
Right.
So that, I get the dress codes in, like, specific events, but I don't get it. Like, I live here.
On a school-wide, yeah.
Right. Like, if I live here and I want to exit my home to go get food in the morning and be wearing, I don't know, a muumuu, I should be able to do that.
True. It also, like, I hate the idea of a curfew as well. That one also makes me really mad.
And that wouldn't affect me seeing as I go to bed at 10 p.m., but I also
that would affect me.
Dislike that strongly because, see, okay, and I know I'm one to talk, but I think that the concept of, like, you should go to bed at this time and wake up at this time is kind of dumb, even though you were just telling me that your friend goes to bed at 5 a.m. and wakes up at 4 p.m. and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I think it's dumb because if your body just, like, works better or, like, your mind works better at night or something, then okay. Like, it's fine. As long as you get things done that you need to get done and you're not, like, you know, just sleeping through everything, like, it does not matter. It does not matter. Like, everybody is different. Like, everybody's amount of sleep they need to get is different. Everybody's, like, circadian rhythm is different, so it really does not matter. You know,
I agree. I think for me too, like, I cannot stand being, like, contained in a certain area for a amount of time. We know this. I'm so restless.
We know this.
I cannot spend 24 hours by myself. I cannot, like, be alone. I can't, like, be in the same place for an extended amount of time. like, I just have a hard time with it. I get bored. I get restless. I get like, oh. So the idea of like having to be in my dorm by like 9 p.m. actually makes me want to throw myself out a window, because fun fact about me is I was literally leaving my dorm at 9 p.m. to like start my nighttime adventures, and usually not getting back till 1 a.m. So
I don't have that experience, but I stand with you. Yeah, like what do you think is gonna, like, a curfew does not do anything.
No.
Like, what is that supposed to stop? Anything that happens at night can happen during the day, except there being no sun. Like, that's the only difference.
And maybe that's why we got blinds.
And it's true.
What do you think the color blocking blinds?
Like, what are we? I really do not get the concept of a curfew. Like, at any, I get, like, maybe if you like live with your parents, I get curfews then, because if you're like waking people up in the middle of the night, like getting home late, then that's a problem. But like, if you're an adult,
not when I'm 20 years old. But also, if you're someone who needs a curfew at 20 years old, I think we have bigger issues.
Yeah, maybe we need to have a chat, honey.
On that note, I think it's just time to go ahead and move into Notes app, which I
wrote some down this week, guys. I've been writing them down. I'm so prepared.
One that I have on the top of my head while I wait for my Notes app to load is the fact that, alongside discovering that I do, in fact, have the ability to do the splits, we also discovered that Julia has a singular trap muscle.
It's not a singular one.
Was it both?
I have both.
Well, I knew you had both, but I feel like I thought there was like one that we were like.
Well, no, it was just like they're both there. I promise. Like,
Julia has insane trap muscles that we like. Neither of us realize, like, because we don't ever do like post gym flexes or whatever, really. And then it was like after arm day, we like really like hit one, and like my collarbone was like popping off. Her traps were like gleaming in the sun.
My biceps, you can see my biceps.
Crazy.
I like but like we flexed, and I like saw my trap muscles, and I was like, and I like stopped. I told you. I think I told you.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the muscles that I want to grow, that's gonna be my last on the list. Okay.
I don't need traps.
What are no, stay down, boy. I don't want
that dog.
Stay heel.
Sit down.
But okay, one thing that I do like about the gym is that I can't remember if I told you this, but one thing about me is I love asking people for a bicep pic or a muscle pic, like a man. But now I don't have to do that because I am the bicep pic. Like, I just look at the mirror and I have a bicep pic to look at. It's like it's right here wherever I want. Like, I am.
You are bicep.
I am bicep. Like, guys.
Hi, I'm Sep. Bye.
My God. Yes.
That
anyway,
is so funny.
So I'm feeling really excited about being strong, and I'm getting stronger, and it makes me happy. I'm probably gonna do a core workout when I get back home, just because we're not going to the gym.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's your first Notes app?
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it goes.
When I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I'm walking this way, and you're walking this way,
yeah,
we should be able to pass each other like this.
You said.
Actually,
me when I'm falling off the chair.
I was walking down the sidewalk, as one does, and there's a group of like 3 girlies, and I was like, hey, like, well, I didn't say that, but I was like, they're girlies, and I was walking, and they did not take up the whole sidewalk. They didn't have to. Like, they could have just, and they fit right in there, and I could have kept going. They like spread out, so and they would not move. Oh, like the group of 3. Yes, they would not move. Like, they literally could have just scooted over and they would still all have been on the sidewalk, but they wouldn't move. So I had to get off into the squishy, nasty, snowy grass to go around them. And I was like, that's like, that really, it like makes me mad, but it also hurts my feelings. Like, what? And when a man does it, one thing about me is I will not move for a man. If there's a man coming this way or a group of men, I will not move. I will stand there and like force them to go around me, you know? I don't know. Like, I don't know why I can't do that with women, but if it's a man, I'm like,
Speaking of doing things differently for men, I was at the gym. We were doing leg day the other day. And we sit down to do the leg press. And, like, I obviously have, like, relatively strong legs going into this because I played sports for a while. I'm very muscle heavy.
Bar.
In the down low leg region. Thick thighs save lives.
That is what I always say.
She actually does say that every now and then.
I do because I have thick thighs.
Save lives. Built-in flotation device. Next question.
Okay.
Anyhow, and we like get down to do this leg press, and like I had no expectations of what was gonna happen. Like I like assumed I would do like maybe like 245 plates on each side, like max or whatever. These really skinny looking men sit down and they like start putting on plates, and I don't know what fire was lit inside of me, nor did I know that I cared about this. But all of a sudden, I was filled with this rage of, absolutely not will I let these twig men be able to bench or like leg press more than I can.
It's true.
Like, it really got me for some reason. And so I ended up doing 445 plates on each side, which I think I did some level of math on that. It's like over 360 pounds. Because it's true. I put an extra 360 on top of it, basically. So whatever the bar weighs, which somebody's telling me it's like 100.
Really?
I didn't think it was.
I don't know.
But maybe it's different. Really, but I benched, or not benched, I leg pressed over 360 pounds.
It's true.
And I did more than they did.
So.
And I don't know if that's giving into my thick presentation in a good way or a bad way.
Right.
But for some reason, I felt so inclined. I was like, I'm going to leg press this entire machine if that's what it takes. Because I was like, there's no way that these men over here are going to be able to leg press more than me.
It's true.
So,
pretty much, yeah.
Not that changed anything. They didn't even notice. Not a single person noticed. But I inside knew that I did my best. And that's all that really cared in that moment.
You know what I have to say about the leg press is...
Yeah.
Not even just leg press, but some of these other machines, getting into the position in which one has to do the exercise is probably the most vulnerable thing you can do, because that thing that I took a picture of you on, where you're like, it's like this, right? Like this.
Basically,
and you're laying on it like this, so your booty is up in the air and your head's
you're laying on your stomach,
and all the people are over here, like there's men standing like right here, and you're like lifting your legs up like this, right? That is like the most humbling thing, and like I'm like holding on to the things, and like I'm down like this holding on to these things, and I'm like like trying to do this freaking arf. I was arfing, and it's just like I don't want it's so vulnerable, and like the leg press one where you have to get down, and you're just
laying
like
on the ground with your legs up in the air.
Well, I feel like I am at the gynecologist. Like, I don't know why we made it like that. That cannot be the only way, but it's very humbling.
Very vulnerable.
I know, and when we were on the leg press, I was like, I am so surprised that men don't find this emasculating, having to get down in a situation like this, because I feel like those men who cracked Amanda last year would probably be embarrassed to get on this machine, you know?
Well, suddenly it's a bro activity, because there's the guys were in like a group, the ones that I was trying to
it's true.
battle that they didn't even know we were in a fight. They're like, you got it, bruh. And I was like, meh. Like, whatever.
Bro.
Anyhow, okay. Notes
Anyway.
app. Was that one of your notes apps?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
it is now.
Okay, well, I'll go with one of mine. I was recently thinking about how asparagus grows out of the ground.
Obviously, just one stick at a time.
Obviously, it would grow out of the ground. Like, out of all of the things and ways it could be created, obviously, it would be the ground. But it really throws me off. And especially because I then started to think about the first person who discovered asparagus had to have been beside themselves.
This is true.
Like, or I just need to know, like, if they were like, wow, this is a really thick piece of grass, and I'm really hungry. I wonder what would happen if I...
This is a tiny tree.
This is a tiny tree. Like, or they're like, this broccoli kind of, like, looking weird. Like,
she looking skinny.
Like, I don't understand... Like, I don't understand a lot of things in the world.
Yeah.
And obviously there's the whole, like, chicken or the egg thing, but, like, what came first? Like, the asparagus or the idea to eat it? Like, I don't...
Well...
Like, did somebody, like, accidentally make asparagus? Because we've accidentally created a lot of things, like bread and whatever. Which I'm allergic to, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I was thinking you're allergic to bread, and I was like, I've definitely seen you eat bread. You eat a bagel every day.
It's a bagel-free bagel. But, like, do you know, like, who just was like, no, yeah, that seems good. Like, that... And my second note set that I have actually really goes into the first one as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide on over. Humans were deadly allergic to milk one day until they weren't. We, like, fear-mongered the milk out of our, like, tolerance system.
Unfortunately, I'm intolerant, so.
Right. Well, I then put, and some still are, question mark. Ooh. We just, like, one day got bored and we're like, what if I squeeze that cow's... with the...
Now, that's a little bit of a scary situation.
Do you know what
Who came up with
saying? Who was like, you know what? Or did, like, a cow accidentally...
Those things look real squishy. Let's see what happens.
Right? Or did somebody, like, go to take a nap and they, like, fell asleep on the udder and then they're like, Bessie!
Bessie, girl, you play too much.
You slaughter, like what?
No.
See what I'm saying?
I do.
I
understand.
This.
I think more than likely, and by more than likely, I mean 100%, they saw a baby drinking milk from the cow and they said, ooh, I can't make any milk, so let me squeeze this cow's hoo-haw thing. And milk comes out and I will feed it to my child because I can't make milk and that cow seems to be fine drinking that milk. So there you go. And then Betsy said, now what are you doing? So, hey girl, now what are you doing?
Like,
that's
okay,
my
wait.
personal space.
I wrote into Google, how did humans discover that udders produce milk when squeezed? And
When squeeze.
And you're actually right. Apparently humans likely discovered that udders produce milk through observing calves nursing, combined with the knowledge of human breastfeeding and potential desperation for food sources. So, sounds like they also could have accidentally fell asleep on Bussie's udder.
Bussie's.
Bussie's udder. Oh my god, they're actually called teats as well.
I'm sorry, Bussie.
Archaeological evidence such as milk fats found on pottery shards suggest that dairying was being practiced in Southwest Asia by at least the 7th millennium BC.
Not pottery shards.
Bessie was getting it on in 7th millennium BC.
Bussie, no!
Wait, so but this one says from rawmilkinstitute.org. By capturing goats and this ancestral cow breed species, and they were able to collect their milk in pottery vessels.
The pottery shards.
Like, but I'm just saying, like, at some point.
Oh my god. Do you think the first person that was squeezing Bussie's udders was cancelled?
They're like,
hey, what is that freak doing?
They're like, Marcus, I have some crazy words for you. You will never guess what I caught Timothy doing this afternoon.
The OG furry.
The OG furry. What came first? Wait, how? I need to Google. How furry.
That's so freaking funny. Oh my gosh. Not Bussie. I think because okay, let me just walk you through this. If a cow were to walk up to you and do that to us, I would be concerned. Like if some creature tried to like milk me.
Well, so then the second part of my thing on this was, like, with that theory, what if chickens produced milk? Like, what else can produce milk that we don't really like?
Well, chickens aren't mammals, so
I was going for a dramatic effect, but yes. But can you imagine if chickens made milk? That'd be crazy.
They would not produce enough to like make it worthwhile to milk them.
But I think it's also crazy that we just like kept trying. Like the first people to drink milk died. Like they literally just died, and they're like, but I feel like we haven't tried enough yet.
They're like, let's drink some more.
Like they're like, but like what if
we pasteurize it?
But like now, do you like no? How did we just feel like wait? Like Loki, I know Charlotte just kicked the bucket literally, but something in me is telling me that like if we just
poison.
Well, okay, so then did they like kill the cow as like angst? They like, you killed my wife.
Robbie's
like,
code.
Eye for an eye, udder for an udder. Like I don't.
No, Bussie, no, Bussie.
Bessie.
That is actually freaking funny.
Anyway, so I was just thinking about asparagus and cow.
No, and that's all in. I'm just kidding.
It just makes me laugh. Like I just. Wait, okay. Maybe this is a crazy question.
No, go ahead.
Low-key, this is going to be an insane question that I'm about to ask.
And I will have an answer.
So, like, obviously, like, we...
Go ahead.
Obtain milk through cows.
Yes.
There's another animal that I'm thinking of that also has babies drink their milk.
Has babies drink their milk?
Like, so dogs.
Oh, dogs.
Right.
Oh, so you could have just said dog.
Do we drink dog milk?
Well, no.
But, like, why?
And let me answer that for you.
Yeah.
As a vegetarian,
sure.
I find it interesting the lines between what animals are socially acceptable to eat or to consume products from and which are not.
Right.
Because some places eat dogs.
Right.
And
some eat guinea pigs, which that's a whole other discussion for later, but it's a thing.
They eat guinea pigs in Peru. But they're real fat there. Like, they're not normal size guinea pigs. They're big. Anyway, me if I was guinea pig. Anyway, so we don't drink dog milk because it's not socially acceptable because we've domesticated dogs. And to do that would be violating them because for some reason we as humans have placed some sort of extra
Moral
value
code.
on a dog than a cow, even though cows are so sweet and
They're
have the
very
same
kind.
capacity as dogs. They like, you can
Low-key cows have been domesticated. Like, it's not like
Oh,
a
yeah.
popular use or like practice. There we go. Procedure. Me when I operate to domesticate my cow.
you like put a chip in their head. You're like, okay, you're domesticated.
But so like, there was a time that where people drink dog milk.
I don't think there was a time that they ever did.
Wait.
Hold on. But I'm just saying that, like, I think the concept of, like, what animals are acceptable to eat is, like there's so many jokes about, like, oh, these cultures eat dogs, or, like, these cultures eat guinea pigs, but, like, it's food. Like, we just think it's not okay because we keep them in cages in our houses.
So,
Are we allergic to dog milk? They also, low-key, don't produce that much, so...
well, yeah. So it says, while humans have consumed milk for various domesticated species for roughly 10,000 years, there is no credible historical evidence or widespread tradition of humans drinking dog milk. But then, this Reddit post says the nutritional content from them can vary, so they can be more or less healthy than the cow's milk we're accustomed to nowadays. As far as I'm aware, no mammal milk is explicitly poisonous to humans.
Right.
As far as a good business idea, I feel like you might have some cultural hurdles to jump depending on your market.
And you hit the nail on the head. Cultural hurdles.
See, but then the FDA says raw milk marketed for pets and animals. Oh, wait.
Well, raw milk, you're not really supposed to be... You can't
Raw
sell
milk
raw milk.
does not kill dangerous pathogens by itself.
That's like a whole like thing. But like, yeah, so it's a cultural thing. Because we have domesticated animals and now think that they are our friends. Oh, go ahead.
Mary Cooley Spencer, an American woman living in Colonia, Dublin, in 1911, breastfed a puppy
Now,
who was suffering, or while suffering from smallpox.
the puppy, she had smallpox?
She had smallpox.
What does that have to do with her breastfeeding a puppy?
And then she breastfed the puppy. She had a 5-month-old daughter who was cared for by a friend while she recovered. Nursing the puppy allowed her to maintain her milk supply while she was no longer contagious.
When was this? What year was this?
1911.
Oh, yeah, so they didn't have, like, pumps and stuff, so you had to, like, do something. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I wonder if the puppy died.
I don't know if how long we should debate this, but dog
really
milk
interesting,
is
actually.
not typically produced in high volumes, and as carnivores, they are not suited for dairy farming.
Okay.
Oh wait, stories about drinking dog milk are typically used to highlight the absurdity of the idea rather than a historical record.
Because it's cultural. There's nothing absurd about the actual concept of doing it. What? You won't drink dog's milk, or... So that's an interesting...
I accidentally clicked on images and I found, oh wow, armadillo milk? People definitely drink armadillo milk. I don't know why, but
I didn't know they did milk.
I didn't either, but apparently someone else drinks rat milk.
It's just like you can, because you're not, like, humans aren't allergic to it. Like, at this point we can drink any milk, but like, right, well, I mean, I'm intolerant, but like,
right,
you normal people can drink it. So like,
I
it's
gave
just
myself an intolerance for a little bit, so
because you drink so much milk,
this is a true story.
because you're nasty.
I was weird as a
You're
kid and I drank so much milk that I
Well, you're still weird.
made my digestive system stop working for a little bit. I'm gonna scoot by over the fact that you just said I'm still weird, so
Sorry.
moving on. What
I stand by that.
what was your thing? So I'm gonna get a Band-Aid while you...
Okay. A Band-Aid, you got a poo-poo?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, let's see. I have this says, wish I could give a PSA via satellite to every person who wants to date women.
Anything in particular, or you just want to be able to say the words PSA?
No. I definitely had something like particular, like that was definitely a moment of weakness for me. I don't know what. I think it was probably, if you're not ready to date, you shouldn't be dating after, because guys, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of the horrific date I went on.
Lore drop.
The other week. This individual does not listen to the podcast anymore because I don't see him anymore. But
That you know of.
well, hi honey, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry, but I really need to share this with my fans, and by my fans I mean probably my mom
With the
and
people.
Kieran's mom, who both have already heard about this, but I just really want to share it. I went out on a date and we get to a restaurant it was like lunch, but it was at like 2 p.m. and this individual starts crying in the middle of this restaurant because they forgot that I was vegetarian and they felt bad. Now, this was a first date. Right. And we were in public. And one thing about me is sometimes I have a hard time when people are sharing their emotions. And if you're hitting me with that on the first date, I didn't care. Like, I was not concerned or worried in the slightest. However, this person was crying and I didn't know what to do. So obviously I looked them in the eyes and I said, lock in. I'm fine. What do you want to eat? And that was it. But what are we doing? Like, if we're not ready, because they had just broken up with someone the week before. Now, if we're not ready to be out there, go back in your house. Go back in your house. Like, get in your house. Get in your house. Get in your house. Get in your bed, okay? Do not come out or do not speak to me, okay? Because I've had it up to here. I've had it up to here, right here. I've had it up to here with these individuals who are out and about when they're not ready to be. Because, guys, another thing that I need to share, and I'm sorry, I will never pass the Bechdel test. I do talk about men because I date men.
Wait, what's the Bechdel test?
It's like this, look it up. It's like a conversation thing, like how long can you go without talking? Well, it's not like how long can you go, but it's like having a conversation that doesn't mention or like have anything revolving around like men or dating. But anyway, my ex texted me after we hadn't spoken for like, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months. And said, hey, I want to give you more context for, like, what happened. And I said, hey, if you want to, sure, but I don't need it. Like, we're done. And then they said, so you're not going to like this, but... And then proceeded to tell me that the whole time we were dating, they were actually just pretending that I was their ex because I was so much like their ex. I looked like them. We had the same personality, the same hobbies, the same family dynamic, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay. Right. So why'd you reach out after 2 months to tell me that? Hey, honey, no, don't do that, please. Right. Please don't do that. That made me feel sad in my heart. Please don't do that. Okay? Yeah. And then I went on that horrible date, like, the week after. So it was kind of like a lot going on.
A little bit of double whammy.
You know, and hey, Valentine's Day is in 2 weeks, so excited.
Everybody who's waiting to ask me to do their Valentine now is the time.
Like, guys, I know you were concerned about the competition, but like, I'm here to tell you it's safe, okay? Just put in your application and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
EOD.
Instantly. Yes, this is true. Unless it's after 8 p.m. because my phone's on Do Not Disturb after 8 p.m.
This is true, it is.
It is.
Another thing I want to mention is that the double barrel benefit with WKNC is this weekend.
Woo! Go team.
February 6th and 7th from 7:30 at 7:30 p.m.
6 or 7?
Put your hands down.
I'm sorry.
Put them down! February 6th and 7th at 7:30 p.m. at King's.
Okay, and wait, can I read these performers?
Please.
Okay, I don't know who these people are, but I've heard great things about all of them. And also you can see more about them on WKNC's Instagram and probably website. And also Facebook. Or probably at King's website. But performers include Monsoon, Survival Tactics, Khalil Nassim, Girl Brutal. That real. Girl Brutal. Girl Brutal. CJ Monet. Ooh. CJ Monet. I like that. Sunshower. Petrov. And more. It's us. We're doing a live show.
We do a live show. So. That would be crazy. Another thing with that is to make sure you're following us on the pod. TWTS
Pod. Was not smooth at all. I knew that was coming.
No.
I knew it.
Obviously, it had to be coming soon.
Well, actually, it was.
Make sure to follow us on the podcast at TWTS Pod. Both of our individual accounts are linked in the bio. Ask us any questions you have. Comment on whatever you want. I don't really interact. Follow all of our personal accounts. Keep up with the TWTS. We've been trying to post more with like vlogs and funny bits and gym content and whatnot.
Oh, gym, yes.
I think there will be something about something coming out soon, probably.
Something about something?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean like post something?
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll post something.
We will.
Okay. Between now and then.
Now and then. Here or there.
Yeah. To all of my seasonal depression baddies, hope you're doing okay out there.
Woo! Lord, it's tough.
We're here to tell you the truth.
Because they don't always get it right.
Bye. Guys! We ate